Hello everyone, my name is Saokosal. So this is part 3 of the recycler view. This is the most important part. We talk about the uh, custom adapter, which is the core part of the recycler view. And if you just come to this video, for the first time, I would like to suggest you to go to my channel to watch the first and second, and please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and also like my Facebook, follow my Twitter, and follow my GitHub if you have the GitHub. So in the first and the second video, I was talking about this one and this part. Okay, one I talk about the card view, then recycler, and part 3 I talk about 1, 2, 3 and 6. So we'll leave the part 5 here. So let's go to the Java file. But before we want to like load the image from the internet, from the website. So we have to be careful here. Anytime that you see this, it means that you're gonna connect to the internet, the network. So you have to request the internet permission. You have to go to Android manifest here, and then here you say uses permission and internet. So you just type in internet like that and enter. Okay, so that means that you can use internet now. Okay, so we're gonna make the adapter. And adapter here, this is the example here. So we have to create another class. Usually if you used to work with Listview, you can create an internal class for the adapter, but it's gonna have some difficulty because some code is gonna be messy because I forgot which one, but maybe the ViewHolder has some problem. Yeah. This cannot declare as a static if you declare the internal class. So we have to create it outside. So right click, new, and so now you want to call something that meaningful to your project. So this one is gonna be item adapter because we're gonna make something for the item. Okay. And then you have to extend the RecyclerView adapter, and here is the ViewHolder. Here, ViewHolder. Okay, so we have to create the ViewHolder first. So public static class ViewHolder, extend ViewHolder like this. Okay, you're gonna add the RecyclerView dot for you. Okay, yeah, and you just click on this one. It's gonna be a red light here, and you're gonna create here. So this is the like mandatory for that. It's a must to have the constructor inside the ViewHolder here, and then you can use the ViewHolder here now. But be careful, there are two names for the ViewHolder here. This one is ViewHolder for us, so we have to make sure that it is inside the adapter, item adapter. If you're afraid to be confusing, I think you have to declare a different name, maybe item ViewHolder like this. Okay, when you type, for example, item ViewHolder, it's gonna add something like the class for you like this. Now click on this and click the red light again, implement. Okay, so you need another 3 methods. Okay, and this one is the constructor. The name must be the same to the ViewHolder. So this one is the ViewHolder class. Okay, and this one is the other method for the item adapter. Okay, so you can create your own constructor here. It's optional. You can create one parameters or one or two parameters, whatever you want. But typically, you're gonna create a constructor with two parameters. Okay, so a constructor must has the name exactly to the class name, item adapter. So I need two. So first one is context. Context means that the class here is belong to which activity. So you're gonna pass in the main activity into the item adapter here. So context here, and then the data. Okay? Now the data is the array list, so it's gonna be array list of item. Okay, and then just call item list. Okay. So we have to declare the field outside, and this time we just usual setter and getter for Java. So it's gonna be context here, context, and this context equal context. So context here is here, and like the dark red here is the O here. Okay, and then item. So private array item and item list. This item list equal item list. Okay, and if you want to, some like in Android document, they're gonna put like contact like that, but it's okay. Just use that like that is fine. Now you can get the data from outside. Just mean that now you can declare array item adapter like this. Okay, and just call adapter new item adapter, and you pass in this, and then the item list from outside. Okay, now this is the way you pass in the context here. Okay, and if you are using in maybe in another internal method or in another class, it's better to use like this, get application context. Okay, it's gonna help you. If you use this, then sometimes it's gonna have some error because you're gonna use it inside the inner class. Okay, now it's okay. You can just put into the adapter here. Okay, but it's not gonna work because you didn't buy it. Okay, like which one to something like this, something like yeah. You have the data here, let's say text here, and you want to put into where. Okay, it's not gonna magically happen to you. You have to tell it. Okay, this text go to something over here, an image gonna go to this one. Okay, and ID maybe I don't want to use it. Okay, so just like maybe some light or maybe like a flashlight or whatever light you say, but like something that you have the wire internally and then plug into the interface, user interface. Okay, so you're gonna tell them. So here is where you want to tell them. Okay, first you need to get the count here, like you put it like 50 items, but how many items you want to display? You want to display all of it? Okay, so then just call item size. Okay, that's it. You use all the items here, but here if you didn't put in the data, maybe you put the null here, you're gonna have some error over here. So you have to fix it before it happens. So it's a good practice to check it if item list, like is not equal to null, then you're gonna return something like this. Okay, But if not, you're gonna return 0. If you don't do that, you're gonna return null, okay? Because the item here is null, then there is no way to tell. So you're gonna make your application crash, okay? And if you want to say, okay, I want to use half of it, maybe just like this, okay? Let's say we want to use all of it. Now is the item, okay? And we have to take care of the view holder here. So where is the view holder class here? Where is it? View holder. Okay, let me find it. Okay, here. This one is not a good example because it's just one text. But let me check my previous one. I got it from another blog as well, but there's a quick way. Just check my previous example. I always forget the view holder. Where is it? Yes, yeah. Okay, where is it? Okay, here you have to get it from the from the layout here. So use find view either by ID over here. Okay, let's remember that. I hope that I will not forget it. So let's declare it as a public, okay? Because now we use the static, so it's okay to use public. And then now we have to match the item here to the layout. So where is the layout here? Here. Item card. Okay, so now you're gonna use this and this. Okay, if you want to use the card view, it's okay, you can use it. So let's declare it card view, and you call CV item, right? Where is it? Here? Yeah. Okay, CV item, IV main. Okay. So now public image view, IV main image, public what's the text? Yeah, text view, TV title. Okay, and the name here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the same as this. You can just change to any name. Okay, but a good practice is to have a similar name or maybe exactly the same name so that you won't forget it. So let's change it. Let's change to text and img. Okay, so let's do it. Where is it? Here, iv img, and this one tv text. Okay, and this one ivimg. So it's text. Okay, here you call the CV item, and use the card view, and then use the item view, define view by ID, and then CV item. Maybe just copy and paste here. And this one is IV image, and this one is TV text. Okay, text with T. It's good now. Now you finish the view holder. If you don't understand the view holder here, let me explain just a little bit. When you have a lot of item here, when you scroll down, what you're gonna do with the item that disappear? Okay, let's say you have like 50 items, and one item you're gonna have like 3 images, or maybe 4 or 5 images, or maybe a video inside, like on Facebook, So it's gonna have a lot of memory to store all the data here. So the view holder here is like a design pattern that Android created, like try to protect the memory leak. So any item that you use is just exactly the same item, even though you have 1,000 items, but a class here is just only one. That's why it's like static, okay? Because static class happen only one in a memory. That's why when you have like 1,000 items, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna crash any application. This is the idea behind it, and I think you may want to look at the Android ViewHolder pattern maybe here. I think that was a good. Just maybe the name, the title is different now. So this one is for the old one, but the document here is still relevant. I might you know you might want to take a look at it. So basically, just like try to protect the memory leak if you just don't want to read any document. That's all. Okay, now you have the item view holder. It's like a holder, and now you want to like link from this from adapter here to the item card view layout. Okay, because now you don't know which layout. You can link to any layout. You can link to this. You can link to that. But if you link it to the wrong one, you're gonna have some error. And also, in the future, you can link to different card views. Like many card views can happen in the same item ID adapter. Like I said, you can have multiple layout. For example, the first one you're gonna have like 3 and 1 or 2, whatever you want. That is the beauty of it. But before you make it beauty, a little bit dirty. So let's go back to the document again. Here is the code. You need only this. But first I want to use this only. This inside the on here. And this one you're gonna put into maybe layout. What's that? Layout inflator something. Is it correct? Yes. The reason that I use this, I don't do like this, because in the future we're gonna inflate different use, different layout. Like I said, you can have multiple layout here. So I just reserve the code for the future. And also you can download the source code in this video below. Okay. And then there is the code. You can use inflate and inflate. Okay. So parent get context, then we can just copy, but change this one to this. Okay. And this one is the layout, so you want to change to the item card. Okay. Okay, that's all. That's all you need to do. Now you can link to that, or maybe you can inflate the layout to the adapter now. And then the last code here, you call the view holder here. Okay, so now our view holder is item view holder, and you should keep the name item view holder, and then you put the view inside that, and then you need to return that. Good. The whole idea is like you're gonna inflate the item card view layout that has two items inside, or maybe two views if you want, the image view and the text. Okay, and you inflate it, and then this one is kind of like the special class to hold them, and you're gonna call it. Okay, and then the view holder here, when you see that inside the view holder constructor, we have this as the default parameter. So now you put the view that has the layout. So the layout go to here. Now it knows that this one belongs to this layout. Three items